What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another settlement survival video. In this video we're going to be starting a brand new town, so let's go ahead and get things going here. We're going to start off with the standard mode. Change the name of my town real quick. Let's make it New Jack City. I'm good with that. Map size, I want to go with a large map. Keep it on easy difficulty for now. Disasters, let's keep those off for the time being. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's see. We want to place our town down here. We want to make sure we get some nice flat area somewhere that we're able to expand in. This wouldn't be a good area because it's kind of cut off by the water. So let's see. Let's see where you want to settle. This is like a good area, but it's kind of close to the border. But I do see some herbs over there and some kind of animals down there. What are those? Look like turkeys. You jive turkey. All right, they look like this is like a good place to settle. So let's go ahead and settle right here. Got us some nice water over there. So, and we should be able to expand pretty well. So first things first, let's get some houses built real quick. I want to start off with about 2 houses just to get me going. First off, let me get my people to collect this stone right here. And while they're doing that, let me go ahead and also tell them where I want to put my houses. Now my houses got to be kind of close to my marketplace area. If you look at that area of effectiveness bubble or circle, whatever you want to call it. So make sure we build in that area. Let's kind of put them right over here next to where they're going to clear out. Let's place a house there. Put about a space in between each one. I guess it's already kind of spaced out, looks like. Let's put one there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to slap a boarding house down just for the time being, just so a lot of people can get a roof over their heads for now. And also in the meantime, in between time, let me go ahead and get another open warehouse, because that one's going to fill up really fast. Let's see, let's do it. Let's go 8. Yeah, there we go. 8 by 8 for now. Speed up time a little bit so they can go ahead and get these houses built. And also while they're working on that, let's get our resource buildings put down, or get them planned anyway. Let me go ahead and put this well down. We're gonna need a well to keep our water supply going. I like to keep my wells close to the marketplace, since that's a central part of town. All right, got that place down. Let's get the hunting cabin. Now this, where did that symbol go? It was that symbol right there, that animal symbol. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that means that there's a higher percentage of animals in this area. So you can see it look like over there. I don't know if those are sheep or look like alpacas or llamas or something like that. So this would be a good area to place the hunting cabin down. So let's go ahead and put it in this vicinity. All right, I'm going to pause that for now, so my people can go ahead and get their houses built. I don't want them to take their focus off of these houses too fast. All right, so that'll be paused for now while they get the houses built. Let's speed up time a little bit more, get these guys moving. And in the meantime, I'm going to also place down my gatherer's hut. This is like a pretty decent area because you got all the herbs and the mushrooms and stuff like that. But I'm going to kind of put it a little bit away from my town, since it needs an area of effectiveness. It needs to be kind of in the area where there's some trees around, and we're going to be cutting down a lot of trees in this area. So they're going to go ahead and start building that, I guess. And also, let me place down my logging camp so we can have some material, some timber, because we're down to 282 right now, but that's going to dwindle pretty fast. Let me see. I want to kind of put it right next to this tree right here, my logging camp. That way it's not affecting the area that my gathering station will be in. All right, got that there. Got my hunting cabin down, got my logging camp and my gathering station all set to be built. So those are 3 of the main things out the way. And also I want to make sure my people are going to have some some fuel for the wintertime once it gets cold. Do I have any development points yet? I believe so. I have 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple points into the to the sawmill, if I can figure out where it is. There it is. Go ahead and slap a point into that, and that's going to unlock the water sawmill, because that is much more efficient than the standard sawmill. Now that that is unlocked, of course, this has to be attached to the water, hence the name water sawmill. Let's go ahead and place this down right there. We got the boarding house built. All right, so my population of peoples have some place to live, at least temporarily in the boarding house, but we're gonna have to build some other houses like that so they'll be able to reproduce. What are we missing? We are missing iron ore. We've run out of iron ore already. All right, so in that case, we want to go ahead and tell my people to gather the resources. Now the ore are these black stones here, so I'm going to tell them to gather up the resources in that area. And that'll give us some more resources to get our logging camp built. Seems like we're off to a pretty good start. I say, if I do say so myself. I got an injured worker, so I'm gonna go ahead and place down a clinic. I think I have them unlocked from the beginning. Yes, I do. Go ahead and put that down. Let's see, where do I want my clinic at? Put my clinic, kind of make this my, I want to have it in the area where it's going to affect all my buildings. So there's the rain. I don't know. Let's place it right there. Seems like a good spot. Now on top of all these other buildings, we're going to want to put down our productivity buildings, like the tailor's workshop, shopping house, so we can actually turn that that timber into domestic fuel. But I think I can do that with my sawmill. But we're going to need a blacksmith so we can make some tools. So let's get that place down to be built. We're going to need a tailor's workshop so we can make some clothes. Place that over here next to my hunting cabin. Something was just finished being built. What was that? That was my gathering station. That's done. Get these guys moving here. Come on, let's put a priority on that. All right, so I'm gonna let them build those buildings, and then we'll start placing some more down. But in the meantime, I'm going to place a road down. Hopefully they don't take too many of my workers away from what they need to be doing. Put this road down because it'll act like a centralized layout of the way I want to lay my town now, which I really don't have any idea. I'm kind of just winging it. Sometimes I like to plan in advance to see what kind of town I'm gonna build. Sometimes I just like to go with the flow, and this is one of those go with the flow moments. All I need is some iron ore for this building, then they'll get those axes to swinging, and we can finish that up. This one is 90% done. I don't know what's the hold up on that one. I guess they're getting there. They're just taking their time. I need to go ahead and get that clinic built too, so I'm gonna put a priority on that. That way my people that's hurt, that you can see with these broken bone symbols above their head, that way we can get them people healed and they can be much more efficient workers. Looks like something else just got finished. Yep, my logging camp is done. That's wonderful. I also want to go ahead and put down a pasture so we can raise some livestock, and then we'll be able to get some leather and stuff, because it looks like we got some cows right there, and that is oh so excellent. Get some cows, get some leather for clothing. I'm gonna place my pasture right over here. The traveling merchant is here. They are taking their time with this water sawmill, I tell you. I guess because it's so far away from the main camp. All right, so we're getting that built. I'm gonna go ahead and place down a standard field as well. That'll allow us to grow some kind of vegetable, pumpkins or something, you know. I'm gonna place a couple of those down. All they have to do is clear the trees off of that, so that should be able to be put down pretty fast. See, look at that, just that fast. Now that that's down, I'm going to go ahead and grow some tomato seeds. I'm probably gonna put maybe some lettuce on the other one, and that'll be a good supply of food for the community. Or do we want chili pepper seeds? Let's do something different. Let's go with chili pepper seeds. Let's do that. So they'll get those going. The clinic is almost done. There it is, just as I was about to speak it. Now I want to tell them to make domestic fuel with that. That way we can keep our houses warm in the wintertime. Our health is down because we got a couple people injured, but now that we got our clinic built, that should take care of that. I can go ahead and unpause these buildings. My hunting cabin and my tailor's workshop. They're working on the blacksmith station right now. Get that built. See what else we need. I'm going to put down a repair shop because the buildings will deteriorate over time if you don't have one. So it's important to put one. It's not like critical in the beginning as far as survival, just starting off, but it's good to have one because over time the buildings will start to deteriorate if you don't have a repairman. Got our blacksmith done, so let's go ahead and tell him to make some stone tools. Well, no. Let's do iron tools since we have iron. Well, you know, let's go ahead and do stone. Let's do stone. And the reason I say that because we have an abundance of stone. We don't have that much iron right now. So we'll go ahead and tell him to make some stone tools. We got our pasture done. We got the cattle right next to it. So we're going to tell them to put some cattle in there. And that'll give us some beef, some leather, and some dried animal dung, which we can use for domestic fuel if we start to run out of wood. All right. Going pretty well. We got our well there. Got our other two buildings getting built. I'm not going to worry about those things right now. Where is it? I'm going to go ahead and place down a couple more houses. As you can see, we got 30 adults and no children because people aren't reproducing. And eventually these people are going to start asking for new houses because they're going to get tired of living in the boarding house. So you want to stay ahead of the game and go ahead and get some of those built. I'm also going to put down a church because a church, not only does it keep crime down, it keeps our citizens happy. So let's go ahead and place a church house right here next to the well. Something else just got finished being built. It will be our tailor's workshop. So we're going to tell him to make some rough clothes, and he'll make the rough clothes out of the leather that we're going to get from the cattle. Now, sometimes you won't start off with cattle in the area, and it'll be kind of hard to get leather in the beginning. But we were fortunate enough to have some cattle spawn right next to where we decided to place our town. So that worked out pretty well. We had our production limit with the domestic fuel, which is good. For my blacksmithing shop, I'm going to tell him to only build about 40 tools for now because that should be enough to get us through the winter. I want to eat up all our resources. Same with clothes, only about 40 rough clothes for now. Let's increase that to 50. 50 is a good number. Whenever we get some leather and stuff in. Look like this is the only building we need to have built right now. We are low on iron. So let's go out and find some more. We got some iron right there. Got a little bit right there. We got a little bit over here by the water sawmill. So let's gather that stuff. Gather all that iron. That way we can get our church house built. I'm also going to go ahead and place a point in the Research Institute, because what that would allow us to do is to gain development points faster, or technology points faster rather. See if there's anything else I want to invest in right now. I don't think so. Well, I'm going to invest in apiary as well, but it's going to require a resource that we don't have, which is clay. And in order to get that, we're going to need a sand pit. But what I'm really trying to just unlock is the nursery, and I'm trying to unlock this herb knowledge right here. That's what I want. It gives the citizens a chance to get herb seeds while they're collecting. So we got enough points. So let me go ahead and activate that. Activate the grove, nursing, and herb knowledge. Got our church house built. Now we're also going to need a cemetery, because the citizens like to have a place to bury their dead when they die. They want to have a place that they can go and visit them after they die. Let's just put the cemetery right behind our tailor workshop. Put it in close proximity to the church. We got our Research Institute unlocked, so let's go ahead and place one of those down. I'm going to place it right in the center of my layout here. Also going to place a school down to get us some educated citizens, because educated citizens are more efficient, hard-working citizens, and they're more productive. Beware of the mushroom. What is that? Since autumn began, never before seen mushrooms have been found by gatherers to be sprouting in the wild. It does not look like a poisonous species, but whether or not it's edible is anyone's guess. Do you want to try it? Let's throw it away. I don't trust it. I don't want my citizens dying over a decision I made for them to eat some bad mushrooms. I want to put a nursery down too, because that'll give us that'll allow them to grow some herbs. But I'm gonna need some clay. So let me go ahead and unlock the sand pit. Now that that is unlocked, I'm going to place this over here. Now the sand pit has to be placed in water too, I believe. Yes. If I can find a good spot. Yep, right there. Let's go ahead and get that built. That way we can get, are we low on wood? Oh, we are extremely low on wood. What is going on? Where's my, my logging camp? Come on now, let's get some trees around here. Slacker. We are down on timber. Let me tell my people to get some trees. I don't want to gather right there. I don't want to mess up my gathering station, but let's get some trees going around here. We need some trees. We need some wood. We got plenty of iron ore now. That's a good thing, I guess, but we need some trees so we can get some stuff built. Another technology point. See, it's going to start going up a lot faster because we got the Research Institute. And if you wanted to go up even faster than what is going up now, build multiple research institutes. Let's get these trees knocked down. That'll be a nice area that we can expand our town, hopefully. But it don't look like we'll be able to go too far because of the area of influence with the marketplace is only about right there. But I think we can place down another marketplace, and that'll allow us to build more homes a little further back than where they are now. And speaking of houses, let me go ahead and place some more back here. Place down 3 more homes. Eventually, if we place down enough houses, we'll get that cleared out, a boarding house, but we won't destroy it because there's going to come a time when we build a town hall, and the town hall will allow us to have immigrants come into our settlement, and the immigrants will stay there for the time being until we can get them some houses built. But you don't want to allow immigrants to come in too fast because they will eat up your resources very quickly. All right, got our sand pit done. Let's tell them to make some clay. And once we get some clay, we'll be able to build our nursery. But I'm gonna go ahead and where is it? I'm I'm gonna go ahead and place the nursery down. So when they have the clay resources, they'll just go ahead and start building it. I'm gonna place my nursery. I want to place it close to my pastures and stuff, so I'm gonna place it right in front of it. About right there. I was kind of hesitant because I was thinking when I build another open warehouse, if I wanted to put it right next to it, I'll just put it somewhere over there when the time comes. Got some citizens over there that's cold. They better go and get them some of that good old domestic fuel we got up there. You know what I mean? What we missing? We still missing some leather. Not sure why we don't have any. I mean, we have none at all. We producing any? Produces 84 so far. But I guess we're not producing enough. That's all right. We'll get to it. We'll get there. Missing about 40 clay. Do we have some workers working there? Yes, we do. Got those houses built. The citizens are a little cold, but they'll go ahead over there and get them some material from the stack over there. Let me also place a road in front of this just to make it easier to traverse, even though, I mean, they're just walking across a little bit of grass, but this is a video game, so video game logic, they walk slower when they go through grass. But I guess in real life, you do kind of walk a little slower when you're going through the grass. Let me tell them to gather this stone because I am about to have a road built from here to my logging camp. That way they'll be able to walk faster to my storage pile over there, stockpile. And maybe we can get our trees stocked faster, you know, once we get a road built. And also, since they're going over there, go ahead and collect this iron ore as well, good people. Not going to disturb this too much. Like I say, I want to keep that heavily forested area, you know, heavily wooded, I should say, because that helps the growth of the herbs. Let's get that down. Look like we got some clay. Need about 4 more pieces of clay and we'll be able to get our nursery done. And we can start growing some herbs, because what herbs do, they are translated into medicine that we use at the clinic to keep our people healthy. Start off with a pretty good amount of medicine in the beginning, but I mean, over time, people start getting sick and the numbers start to dwindle a little bit. But with the nursery being there and me having put the point into the herb knowledge there, it will allow us to start to collect herbs, get herb seeds, and to grow our own herbs. And we'll have to go out and collect as many. Keep our clinic fully stocked and our citizens healthy and efficient. And that's what it's all about. Efficiency, resource management, keeping your people alive, keeping them happy, keeping them healthy, keep their population going. All right, got that done. Now let me tell them, well, we don't have any seeds right now. So once we get some seeds, we can tell somebody to go out there and plant them at the nursery. Guess we don't have any seeds yet. But I'm going to want to place a laborer that they usually do it automatically, but maybe we don't have enough people to get to work. Yeah, we don't have any workers right now. Got a bunch of builders and farmers and foresters, but we need to get some children raised up so we can get some people working. We got 2 sand diggers. See if I can find an area where we got about 3 workers that I can spare. Have them work on some other things. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 2 of 2, 3 of 3. So we're gonna fire one of the workers and we're going to hire them right there. So hopefully Larry will go out and collect some herbs for us that we'll be able to plant. I'm also going to go ahead and place a point into the sea transport and get a dock unlocked. Well, you know what? I don't think I need to unlock the dock. As long as I got a ferry, I think it's called. Where is it? Fishing dock. Where's the darn? There it is. That'll be, I can't put it there. Well, I can, but that's not where I want to put it. You want to put it in the river area over here. So when the sea merchant comes by, you'll be able to trade with them. But I'm not going to put it down right now. What I'm going to do, though, is put a fishing dock in. And that'll diversify the type of food we'll be able to eat. And we'll be able to get some fish. What did I say? All right, 40% water area. That's all right. We'll be able to get some fish in. Get us some different types of food we can eat. We also have some seeds for orchard that we can place down. So let's go ahead and do that. And also get us some different types of food. But you know what? Let me do something important. This is going to be real important right here. So let me go ahead and go to my mining. Place a point in the quarry. And place a point into the mining itself. And what that does is unlock the mine and the quarry. So if I place those down, that'll allow us to start gathering some ore, and that'll allow us to gather some stone, which we need to build our buildings. Let me expand that a little more. And that'll get us the other options for the mine, the open mine and the senior quarry and the mountain quarry. Same deal, just one is much more efficient than the other one. And they also require different types of materials that we don't have yet. So in the beginning, I'm gonna just go ahead and place down a standard mine, and the mine has to be backed up to a like a mountainous range. So we're gonna place that there. Quarries can be placed just in the open area. It doesn't have to be backed up to a mountain range like that. So I'm gonna place that right next to my mine. And that'll allow us to get some more resources. Do we have any seeds yet? We do not. What is this event? The Mysterious Merchant. A mysterious merchant, dressed like a foreigner, came to the settlement and hawked his goods to citizens passing by. 200 croissants only for 1,000 silver coins. Get this deal before it's too late. You know, we can't purchase it because we don't have any silver coins. But I'm going to show you real quickly how we can get silver coins. Do I have it unlocked yet? Let me see. I don't think I have the grocery store unlocked yet. I don't. So let me go ahead and activate that. Place the grocery store down, and that'll allow my citizens to start trading goods with one another, and allow us to get some silver coins to buy things when we start to trade with the merchant. How we looking on leather? I guess we're doing pretty good because he's starting to make clothes now. We're off to a nice start. A very nice start. Pretty much got everything we need to have an efficient settlement in the beginning. New Jack City is looking pretty promising. So eventually we're going to build some more houses. We're going to expand a little more. And at some point when we start to fill up all this area over here and all over there and develop that, we'll be able to build a bridge, which I can pretty much do now if I need more resources. But we'll build a bridge and start to explore some more territories. But for now, we are going to stick with this little area right here. And on that note, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Guys, continue to love God and game on. See you on the next one. Peace out.